So in this video lecture, I am going to briefly explaining about the process of counter current mechanism. A very important and efficient process that occurs in our kidney to concentrate the urine, and accordingly our body is able to retain large amount of water from the nephric filtrate as per the physiological conditions. Counter current mechanism basically operates in the juxtamedullary nephrons in our kidney, and it has that bigger Henle's loop that penetrate deep inside the renal medulla, and there is a parallel blood vessel arrangement along the Henle's loop in the juxtamedullary nephrons, and that is called vasa recta. And that vasa recta, it has two different limbs, that is ascending and descending limbs like the Henle's loop, and this arrangement is very close. We know that the flow of nephric filtrate in the Henle's loop and the flow of blood in the vasa recta takes place in opposite direction and in very close proximity, and this kind of arrangement is called counter current flow, because the blood is flowing in the vasa recta and the nephric filtrate is flowing in the Henle's loop, and that occurs in opposite direction basically, and that's why this kind of circulation is called counter current flow. And this kind of arrangement, it helps in the exchange of salt and water with the blood vessels and the nephric filtrate. And finally, what is the result of counter current process? Interstitial medullary fluid of the kidney, it retains large amount of salt in the medullary fluid only, and the retention of salt and urea in the interstitial medullary fluid, it helps in more water reabsorption from the lower part of collecting duct, and accordingly we are able to concentrate our urine up to 4 folds. Remember, the osmolarity of the body fluid is only the osmolarity of the blood is only 300 milliosmolarity, but the urine osmolarity is approximately 1200 milliosmolarity per liter. So we can say this is the result of counter current process only. In that way we are able to concentrate urine up to 4 folds. Remember, the pace of counter current mechanism is not always the same. It depends upon the water intake or water availability of the body in the body. If we have a sufficient amount of water in the body, the pace of counter current mechanism will be slowed down. But if we have if in our body there is less amount of water, the pace of counter current mechanism increases just to retain large amount of water and just to take large amount of water from the nephric filtrate.